Alright, good evening everyone, my name is Shinki and tonight, this time for good, we shall promote back to Saint 1. So we got very close yesterday, just a mere second place away from promoting, but then I got a very unfortunate last place and another third place, and I said that I would end the stream if I did not get the first place, which I did not get, so I ended up taking a rest, going about my day as always, and tonight, this time for good, we shall promote. And without further ado, because nothing else happened today, let's go. Over 5,000 people in Jade Room, holy shit, that's a lot. That is quite a lot, but this will not I hope this will not prevent me from promoting this time. Master 1, 2 and 3. Alright, what do we have here? Okay. So we're still basically at the same point where we started yesterday evening, just a mere 21 points higher, so still 2 victories away from promoting. I'm going to skip on the first one. I could call twice and get Tempai, but it's only going to be 1,000 points. So for now I want to at least see if I can make it a bit more expensive. Or perhaps if I can ditch my Hatsutoizu to go for Tanpi instead. I'll start with that because I can see many of the Palman out, which is going to make the Shiman little less interesting. Okay, we could ditch Hatsu now, I think. Okay, that's 1 Dora. But it is going to be problematic if I ended up having to defend against Toyman, for example. I do have 1 safe tile, but that's about it. I have 1 chance, which may be safe, but for now it's not clear. Okay, Tenpai. Ditch! We have a good diamond weight. We just needed to make the Dora pass, and it did. Plus I discarded Dora, which may, just maybe, prompt my opponents to discard the 5, maybe not the 8. But since the 5 is just adjacent to the Dora, it might happen. Could also have stayed Dama waiting for just the 5 for a hand that was just as strong. But yeah, the current value is 2600s. It's just Dichitanyo, so it's not very expensive. And it would have been the same value had I kept the Dora, but the worse weight, and not called Dichi. But I wanted to go for the better weight. probably going to be Hitori Tenpai. Just one Tenpai, everyone no 10, I think. Yep. This was to be expected. But it's still okay. I grabbed 2000 points. Managed to prevent Toyman from scoring as Oya. So not a bad outcome for now. However, we do not have a strong hand at all. It's very far from Tenpai. It's Shanten with 3 Penchan and a Shampoo. So it's not going to be easy to get it to Tenpai, unfortunately. Maybe, just maybe, we could get closer to 1, 2, 3 Sanchoku, and if we are really lucky, we could even get Junchan, but it's still very far from now. Okay, we got a very useful pair. We can Chi and Long, and it would be Junchan Sanchoku. But open, it's only 3900, so it's not a lot. Going to skip on the first one for now. Once again, I do not want to commit too early, because even though it's Junchan and Sanchoku, it's still not very expensive in this case. I don't need to keep the Dora, it's going to be a burden later on. I'm going to keep this tile because it's safe against Kamicha, and because Kamicha is Oya, I need to be careful not to fall for his hand. Okay, Chi here. I guess I can drop this. No thanks. Okay. Okay, Riichi from Kamicha, but I'm Ishanten too. And I hope, well, the Nan should be safe. Unless he has some kind of weird shampoo weight or tanky weight. Chun is safe. So at least we managed to avoid Ippatsu. But I would like to win now. I do have a couple of... I have a couple of safe tiles to defend against Kamicha, but I also will be waiting on tiles that are safe against him too. Most notably the Sanzo and Sanman thanks to Suji. So Chi, I'm going to take the Tenpai here. If I draw a dangerous tile, I'm going to drop the pair of Cupin. Doesn't really matter. Well, it could be dangerous, but I'm also believing he dropped the Roman Chiman a bit too early. Okay, it wasn't that. Suso. 1, 2, 3. So 1-4 is still possible. 1-4 is not possible, but 4-7 is also possible actually. It's actually a bit likely. Not going to take any risk here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that was the last one. So 4-7 is not possible anymore. Too bad. But Kamicha got it Sumo anyway on the Sunpin for Rizumo Sanshoku Uraichi. So that's a Mangan. 4,000 from each. Okay. Strong hand here. I'm still in second, so it's not all too bad. We'll need to punish Kamicha, however, at some point. So what do we have here? 3 pairs, a full run, 1 Dora, 4 pairs even. 4 pairs? 4 pairs. I'm not too happy with going for Chitoi because it looks easier and more interesting to go for Ipeko like this, for example. Ishanten, if I could draw either the... Well, I could turn this hand into Pinfu. Oh, good evening, Clodato. Hope you're doing okay. Okay, Tenpai. So for now, not much has happened. We're at only... Well, we're at East 2 only of the first Hanchan. Tried to leech in the first round, did not get a win, it ended in... Oh, okay, there we go. Long. Ipeko Dora, so that's 26, becomes 3200s. It's quite cheap, but it could have been a bit more interesting with Pinfu, so I still kept the Dama 10. Okay, we're at 11,200s below first place. What do we have here? Not much, unfortunately. Okay, but this is a nice draw. Now, one more and it could be perfect. Yes, I'm pretty fine. I mean, the weekend just started, so it's always a good thing. Thank you. Okay, what do we have? Pension, not very extremely interesting, but we're going to keep it for now. Okay, that's a decent draw. It could get us closer to 2, 3, 4 Sanshoku. We're still missing the Manzu key tiles, but we could draw them maybe soon, hopefully. Maybe not. Now I'm considering going for... Gonna drop it now. I still want to keep the tone for now. Okay. Thank you. I hope they will respond tonight. So to finally, at long last, get back to Saint 1. Okay, Ton was in Shimocha's hand in the end. And we only have one Dora remaining. With Toyman's discards being just a bit scary. Just a little bit. Okay. Gonna scan and see if Kokushimiso is possible. We have one remaining Haku, one remaining Hatsu, one remaining Chun, one remaining Ipin, one remaining Iso, one remaining Kyuso. It does look mighty suspicious, if you ask me. Okay. Now getting hit with Kokushimiso Tsumo while Oya would be quite troublesome. I'm guessing he can't really wait on this. I'll try to get Pinfu. Okay, so it's not Kokushimiso, but it's still very expensive. What the hell? Richipatsumo Pinfu Itsu Aka Aka, so it's Hanem Baiman. Baiman actually, holy shit. It wasn't... Well, yeah, he did not drop a single Manzu, I didn't even notice, holy shit. Well, not Kokushitsumo, but still very strong, and still hurts like hell during my deal turn. But well, at least we did not deal in, I guess. What could we go for here? Probably a normal hand. We have two diamond weights, one pair, one Anko. Nothing too exciting. We may be adjacent to one Dora, so it could be easy to integrate it in our hand, but we can't draw the Nun because there is no Nun anymore. So this pair is a bit superfluous, but maybe I will use the Nun to defend later if I draw another Diamond with the two isolated tiles I have. Or maybe if I do it like this. Okay, Kamicha. It's fine, I draw again, even though it's a useless tile. Kamicha again? Nope. So it might be someone that has a pair of Sha but doesn't, but cannot make a Yaku with it. Another pair, I don't really need that. If anything, I could turn this hand into Pinfu if I were to complete this and this shape and ditch the non-pair. Well, it's a Shompai, so it's best to get rid of it sooner rather than later. I keep drawing pairs, holy shit. What's happening? Well, it's going to be a safe tile later on, so I'm going to keep it for now. Still 6 draws left, I think. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. I'm trying to see how many turns I need to survive with the way my hand looks and how I can defend. Okay, Toyman called Lichi, the passo is safe, thankfully. Ah, okay. I was considering cancelling Toyman's Ippatsu, but he actually won with Ippatsu anyway, so. Best was a 3-sided weight, very nice. Dichi Ippatsu Pinfu Dora for 7,700. Yep. Yeah, sometimes it might be best to take a break, not force things like I tried yesterday evening. I did not end up losing that much, but I did end up having a 4th and a 3rd place as my last 2 games. So I did not end up promoting in the end. Okay, what do we have this time around? Lots of pairs once again. Maybe able to get closer to Tayo. Or Sanchukudoko. Sanchukudoko might be possible here. I mean, can't really hurt to keep the soup in for now. Yeah, dulling in some. Oh, Pong! Sambaman in Yakuman is. Well, of course, it's much more common in Sanma than in Yonma, but. Still hurts. But it's still fun. Seeing Yakuman every single Hanchan in Sanma is quite fun. It's a nice change of pace. Kan from Kamicha. Ah! This is where one of my low pin went. Ah. Okay, Nan-Sha Aka for 6400s. Yeah, I was about to say 64,000s, but no. This would be a bit too much. Okay, what do we have here? It's looking very slightly better than the previous rounds, but still not very expensive. Unless, obviously, I keep it closed, which might not be possible. I'm still in 3rd. Points went flying from Kamicha to Toymen back and forth in the previous 2 rounds, so not much has happened regarding our situation, unfortunately. Or fortunately, it could be also a blessing, as much as it could be a curse. Even though we would like to score some hand at some point, of course. I mean, yeah, no, 3 pairs is much too far. Okay, pawn, I guess. Even though I can't get dice again, probably, I'm still going to keep those two. For the moment, they will get discarded, they will become safe tiles. Plus, it doesn't really matter if I win or not, it's just 1000 points anyway. Okay, now it could get a little more expensive. Going to drop the Chun because it's the one Shompai. Surely Shimocha was holding onto a pair of them. Might not be the case of Hatsu, however, but it was discarded as the first discard anyway, so it could have happened. Like someone pairing up. Okay, Ishanten now. Oh, okay. Weird lag. Two calls from Shimocha. And long. And it's just Chunnomi. With a very, very bad weight. He called upon Roman and waited on Saburoman. I mean, it could work. And it did actually, but it kind of testifies that Shimocha is struggling a lot with his hands, just as much as myself. And we enter South 3 already, which means it's the before last round. Kamicha calling like crazy once again. And we are hoping to score at least one hand here or win points, but it doesn't even feel possible anymore. Kamicha seems to be collecting Manzu, so I probably should drop the Manzu very soon. Could perhaps make use of the Kuman by drawing the Paman. Could result in a nice shape, but I don't know. Gee, almost could have gone for a 7-8-9 Sanchoku. Okay, I ended up pairing the Kuman in the end. Pawn from Toimen, not from Kamicha. Still, I have 2 pairs and both are Manzus, so if I want to get Pinfu, I'm going to have to get rid of one of them. Which makes it a bit annoying. Okay, now that's what I hoped for, Dichi. At least I do not get to discard Manzu before I get Tenpai. And I have a nice diamond weight. No Ipatsumo, that's the wrong 3. It is my favorite tile, but it's not the right tile here, unfortunately. Hatsu should be fine, yes it is. I'm just a bit scared of Kamicha, but I don't have much of a choice. I'm Oya, and if Kamicha gets Tsumo anyway, I'm going to be screwed. But he seems to be defending. Or maybe not. Now, Toyman, on the other hand, he dropped a save tile first, then this, then this. Jumpin was Suji. Chiso was not safe at all, either. Stampin was Genbutsu. Suso. Suso is Nakasuji, thanks to Shimocha. It's still not very... I don't know. I think they're both... I mean, they're all trying their luck at some point. Which means they probably not have folded. Perhaps Toyman now. But the other two, I don't know. this too was just Nakasuji, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he discarded earlier. It wasn't actually Suji at the time he discarded it for the first time. Come on! It's just Dichinomi, it's not very expensive. Okay, that's... Whoa. But that's the pawn from Shimocha, so it's going to be dangerous. If I deal into Shimocha's hand, I'm going to fall straight down to last and with a huge deficit. I won't deal in, apparently. Please, no Tsumo. Yes, long! At least 2 Ura. Yeah, 1, okay. I spoiled myself with the absence of animations. Because animations mean you have a Mangan or higher hand, and with Ura-san I would have had Mangan, which would have resulted in an animation being played. And since there were none, it meant no Ura-san. Could have been Ura-ni, but it was Uraichi in the end, so yeah. That's too bad. Okay, we managed to score a hit on Shimocha and managed to keep our deal turn as well. But now it's still not great. 3 pairs, but lots of single weights. Okay, that's a diamond weight. Maybe, yeah. I'm going to do this first. This singular tile is more powerful than a Penchan, and it allows me to keep more safe tiles on the side. Okay, that's a nice draw. I'm going to drop this one first. I mean, it doesn't really matter which one I drop. Well, it doesn't really feel like I can go for Chito anymore, so I'm going to drop it now. Another pair. Maybe I screwed up here. Well, that's too bad, but perhaps I can turn this hand into Tanyo. I still want one more block, which I have yet to. Okay, now I got it, but this first. Gonna switch for the perfectly safe tile. Okay, but no thanks. Could perhaps have been possible to go for 1, 2, 3 Sanshoku, but I don't want to tear my 2 pairs apart like this. It's... well, I don't have much else to go for anyway. Well, this has become useless now that the last is... ah, fuck. Okay, Chundora, not very expensive, luckily. I think I was screwed regardless. Probably the best course of action was to actually go for Chitoi back then, but it was a bit too far-fetched at that point. What a bad hand. We are going to have to settle for third here. Unless I miraculously draw the Haku and Hatsu before they get killed off. Yeah, no dice. I skipped on the first one because my hand is still very bad. Even if I call now, I still have no idea how to get Tenpai. I want to at least make use of one of these tiles to improve my shape somewhat. Okay. Okay, maybe we could have gone for Dyson again in the end. For I don't actually believe so. Shimocha looks like he's going for Manzu, which is probably why the Sunman lagged back then. Pawn. I would have drawn that. That's funny. Wow, no Isso, no Ryanzo anymore. Okay, maybe. I'll have to win on both remaining one Haku and one Chun, which could be Mangan, which with a direct hit on Kamicha could be enough. Pom! Okay, Toi Toi Yaku Yaku. That's how we are going to score a second place on Kamicha. Kan! So no Manzu Honitsu and no Shindora for me. Or anyone, actually. But this is going to be dangerous against Shimocha. And I do not know how many Dora he has. I'm going to fall for now. And Sumo. And it's just Tondora. So 1300s all. 8, 4, 4, 2 and 2. So it was exactly 20 fu. Okay. Doesn't really change much, but yeah. Wow. Ton Anko, but it's useless because it's not my wind or anything. So it is going to prove to be an obstacle more than anything. Especially now that Shimocha has gone up by a fair amount of points, I'm going to want to end the game as soon as possible. Which I won't be able to do if I can't open my hand. Ah bah c'est ça le problème en fait, hein. C'est le problème de ces brelans, c'est très joli hein, mais ça sert absolument à rien, hein. Même ça encombre la main plus qu'autre chose en fait. C'est terrible. Après là on est Ishanten. Et voilà, le problème c'est que je vais être Ishanten, je vais être Tenpai avec une bonne attente, mais je vais devoir faire Richie parce que je pourrais pas faire Ron en fait. Et faire Richie va faire que je vais prendre des risques qui vont faire que le Shimocha va peut-être réussir à remonter avec ça en fait. Donc je sais pas si je dois Richie ou pas en fait. Yeah, surely Shimocha is going for the Hanchan here. Can't blame him. This first then. Before I get loaned. I would have run that if it weren't for Shimocha's pawn. Screw you, Shimocha. Yeah, Daichi. It just passed against Shimocha, so maybe it will come out. Again. No, he passed Tsumo unfortunately. So it's dangerous, so I guess Shimocha is committed to win here. Ouais, c'était l'autre possibilité de faire Pinfu en complétant ça. Oh! Kandora Kanue! Linshan Hoju! Isn't a Yaku, but still. Urayon! I made it to second, I think. Oh, thank God. Thanks, Shimocha. Thanks, Shimocha, for his foolishness. This is karma. This is how karma hits in Mahjong. You call Khan, you deal into a Ron, and then you get hit with Urayon because of your very Khan. Actually, he gave me one Shindora and... No, he didn't give me one Shindora, I think. No, he gave me just Ura-san, but still huge. So yes, a net plus 66 in second place. So pretty nice start. Oui, c'est vrai, la justice fait que le troisième perd pas de points. Par contre, il a vu sa partie se faire voler littéralement. Hein. Et c'est pas de sa faute, c'est la faute du Shimoja seulement. C'est la faute du joueur à droite, malheureusement. Mais c'était très drôle de faire le... de voir le Khan. De faire le round juste après. Et de sortir Urayon comme ça, là, c'était rigolo. Ah, Saint 2, Saint 3, what are you doing here? This is my playground, not yours. Be gone. Pong. Didn't wait any longer here. We have enough to go for an open hand. Enough interesting options, I mean. Okay, that's a good draw. Prevents me from going for what I hoped to be pin to Hoitsu, but it's still going to be at least 2600, so it's still fine. Six and 8. Gonna drop this. Okay, we have a pair now. I mean, just for the sake of keeping safe tiles for later on. Just for the sake of it. And because it's much nicer this way. It's much more aesthetic. Doesn't really serve any purpose, however. Could have gone for... Would have been Tenpai for Hoitsu before Tenpai for this hand. That's huge. That's really annoying. Okay, finally! Would have gotten Sumo with that tile. Still Tenpai, Sabroso. Should I can't attempt to get Dinshan here? I think it's a fine attempt. Shindora Nimai. It's gone up to Mangan now. So actually I believe it's a good idea to go for Khan in such situations where you have a good weight and two hand, because it is going to improve your hand if you flip even one Dora or if you get Dinshan. But of course it will give the others an opportunity to go for the attack as well. However, this is going to help me because I got a Tsumo here. So Hatsudora-san, Mangan 2000 4000s. And I should have emoted here, absolutely. Going to post-win emote. Yeah, it's an average hand. We can go for Hatsu or maybe Chanta Hatsu. Okay. Pom. We do not want Kamicha to draw here. Okay, that's a good draw. I'm gonna drop... it's next to the Dora, so maybe I should keep it for now. It will be easier to call pawn those tiles rather than Chi. Okay, Tempai. It's a decent weight with terminal tiles. Ooh. Suji Trap doesn't work in the first few turns, especially with an open hand like that. But I do not believe they will keep the Q pin if they don't need it anyway, because my hand isn't scary and, well, it's still very early in the game and the round. So, unless they have paired it up, it should come out fairly soon. Or maybe Liamen Wait. I'll try the Liamen Wait instead. I can see most of the row pins, so the chi pin should come out sooner, I think, or su pin even. But I believe the chi pin is likelier to come out, or to be in the wall. Akau pin. Still feels a bit soon to drop such a tile. Oh, Sumo, okay. I was about to say that I perhaps have missed victory here, but I got Utsumo anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Just Hatsunomi, 300, 500s. Slightly increases my lead, but now is the moment of truth. This is our first deal turn, and this could mean things could go wrong instantly. If I get hit with a strong Tsumo here. To be honest, I would be happy with just keeping my deal turn, so to say. Like, just seeing someone get loan from someone else. Or if a weak Tsumo would be fine too. 64k could be fine, but so let's see. I have still 189 to go. 189. 189 would be a first place, and the second place, yeah, a second place with a decent score, like above 25k, I think. So we need to get any first place and a second place with at least 25k minus whatever I will win as a first place, if I win, of course, obviously. So all in all, it's still pretty fine, I would say. Those requirements aren't too harsh. But yesterday they weren't, and I still ended up getting further down and missing the promotion in the end. So we're still going to have to wait and see, or to increase our lead here to make the next game even easier. Yeah, of course, I would like to call pawn on the Dora, but I would not have any Yaku after that. Biancom. It is a bit of a shame that my hand is so weak. Like, no, the shape is so weak in spite of having 2 Dora. But I probably won't be able to make use of them, unfortunately. Maybe I will draw a good tile now. Nope, of course not. I only have 3 tiles to get Tempai, which are the 5-7 of Sozu and the 6 of Pinzu. I got one of them. Can I Suji Hikake here? Ditch! Pon! And nope. Well, Kamicha is a bit scary now. Hasn't discarded that many Soul tiles. I still think it's fine though. I hope it's fine. Come on, Chiso. Uso! Damn it. Okay, it passed. Wouldn't have drawn it if it weren't for the Suso pawn from Kamicha, which would not have been possible had I discarded the Paso instead and kept the Uso weight. So I did not miss a victory here, I think. Yaman is safe against Shimocha. Oh yes, Lom! Leech, Dora Dora, and no Ura. 7,700. Alright. Oh, we start with an Ancon of Sha. That's really nice and all, but it's not very useful to be honest. Plus it's yet again an Otakaze wind, which means it's a wind that doesn't give me any Hyaku, which means I will have to do something else on the side to actually be able to win this hand. I do have a fairly interesting shape with lots of middle tiles, so it should not be too difficult to advance to Tenpai. I'm already bien Shanten, so I'm not too far from Tenpai, but I have lots of pairs now, which is a bit more difficult to deal with rather than diamond weights like this one. Could almost have gone for Sandoko, but I don't want to. It would require me to either call Khan straight up, which would be a bit too dangerous, or drop the Dora, which I still want to try and use, or tier another pair, or tier the diamond weight, which would be too bad. And this is a bit of a shame. This is what I get for keeping both the 4th Sha and the Dora. But I don't really care. Even if I do not win this round, I'm still okay with that. I can defend with the full count of Sha. It's a 100% safe tile after all. Okay, everyone is calling like crazy. I think it's time to fold. I can only see 2 of the 7 Dora, so it's a bit scary. Yep. Oh, count from Shimocha. So he ended up calling Ka anyway, which makes the round even more frightening now. Plus it's another middle tile. Well, I'm in first place with over 20k of lead, so I can easily defend now. But I want to do it intelligently. Like I won't deny the possibility to get a lucky Suanko here, even though it's unlikely. So I'm not going to tier the full Anko of Sha just yet, just the Khan. Okay, this is safe. He shouted for Saanko actually. He shouted for Suanko actually. Oh, that's something I did not expect. Well, of course it would require me to drop dangerous tiles, so I don't really know if I should do that or not. Well, the Suman is most definitely dangerous, so I'm probably going to keep it and not get the Tenpai. Gonna defend now. Suso did look safe. I mean, at least a bit safer. And surely enough, the Uman was... No, the Suman. Wait, no, the Suman was safe after all. But the Uman wasn't, and the characters as a whole were dangerous. With Kamicha having 3 Dora, Shimocha having just 1, but waiting on another Dora. So, strong hands were lurking by. Okay, what do we have here? Quite a bad hand, so I think I will drop middle tiles straight up right now. Not try and win an unwinnable round, or if I do, it would be Chanta or Kokushimuso. Maybe Chanta is possible now. Gonna drop this one here. This. Could still have dropped this one first, maybe. Doesn't really change anything. Four pairs. I could also go for Chitoi. Pom. I am going to allow myself to play a bit recklessly here. Just a bit. It's not going to be a strong hand or anything. It's just I want to get Tenpai. Okay, no Chantai anymore. Perhaps Toi Toi or Hatsu. Hatsumi would be fine. Daichi from Shimocha. Okay, save tile first. And Ippatsumo or Kan? Oh, Ippatsumo, okay. So Daichi, Ippatsumo as Oya, it's going to hurt. Dora Dora and no Ura, thankfully. And no Taio either. So it's just 4,000 all, but still 4,000 all. So I'm still in first place with over 10k of lead. But Shimocha is slowly becoming a threat now. Another hand like this and I will be down to second place. So I'll try to prevent this from happening. Okay. Okay, 2 encore. Still haven't been able to use the Haku yet. Okay, 2 encore and 2 pairs. One full Anko in my discards. Pom. At least we got Tenpai. Another Anko in my discards. What the hell? Long! Finally! Plus it's on second place, so it's perfect. Haku Doraichi 26 becomes 3,500, which increases my lead by 7,000 points, which is actually quite a lot, considering I just had Haku and Dora, which isn't that strong. Okay, what do we have here? We have a pair of Chun, which is going to allow us to go for a quick hand, but we could also force Tayo with all of the middle tiles that we have. Or maybe not. We're now missing a pair to be able to call the Chun like without worry, so to say. Okay, maybe a 1-2-3 Sanchoku is possible too. Okay, we have a pair now. I'm gonna drop this first. Okay, Ishanten. I don't think I've drawn a single useless tile now. It's quite lucky. Come on, Chun or Salmon. Okay, I'll keep it this time. Could allow us to accept the low pin back into our hand. But we could actually make a tricky wait here. Let's take the Sanchoku no Mi. It's actually Sanchoku Doraichi, by the way. Oh, but I'm waiting on the Dora. Just realized. Well, it might come from Kamicha. Kamicha doesn't seem to be going for a normal hand. Actually, Shimocha neither. Neither does Shimocha. And neither do I, by the way. So it's a really weird round. Toyman is probably Tenpai with, well, 2 Dora at least. Ha! But it can be that, can it? Yes, and I hope they do. Four, 5. It's too scary, and I only have Sanchoku Doraichi, which makes it not really worth it. If anything, I can go back to Chun Doraichi, which would be just as strong. Ho ho, this one is a complete no-go. Well, this, I guess. So I am going to be discarding the Haite or drawing the Haite. Do I have something to discard? Yep, I do. So I should be fine. Though given this was safe. I don't think that's the tile I kept, but maybe it was. I don't remember. Perhaps the low pin was the tile I didn't want to discard. Well, he had a strong hand, that's for sure. He had 3 Dora with Tayo, that was 11,600s. Okay. This. Maybe I could go for 7, 8, 9 Sanshoku. It's a bit far, but at least that's the only hand for now that could allow me to open my hand. The only Yaku that could allow me to open my hand. Three pair is not enough to go for Chitoi anyway. Okay, gonna keep it as save tile for later. Okay. This isn't actually safe, but it's my win, so it's not going to be very useful to my opponents. Okay, this one is even more dangerous. I'm going to keep it for now. Just in case Toyman is Damaten for Dabuton and I don't know how many Dora. Doesn't seem to be Tenpai, so... I don't really want him to win, so I'm probably going to keep it. And let's hope I'm preventing him from, like, getting a hand. Oh, maybe not. Okay. So it was safe in the end. Hush. Haven't been able to draw many useful tiles. Even if I had gone for the max efficiency playstyle, it wouldn't have helped much. Hote? No. Okay. Yeah, Toyman was Tenpai with no Yaku. Shimocha was Tenpai with no Yaku either. Shimocha with 3 Dora, Toyman with 2 Dora. So I was not the only one struggling with my hand. But it does allow Toyman to at least remain Oya, which is a bit troublesome because it doesn't make the game move forward. We're still stuck at South 1. This first, then this maybe, and next the wins. Okay, 3 pairs. Well, it would be a bit of a shame to see a Dora Dora hand go to waste, even though I'm first and I don't really need points anymore. So for now, I'll play with a slightly in favor of efficiency, just slightly. Okay, 2 calls from Toyman. kind of hitting towards 2-3-4 Sanshoku, but at the same time he doesn't really need that. It could just be Tanyao and it would be the same. Of course, if he has both and a plethora of Dora, it's going to be troublesome, but that I can be sure. 9-7, perhaps from a 9-7-7-6 shape. Legalize Sanshoku. Well, I suppose SSK is Sanshoku, right? Okay, Riichi from Shimocha, now is the time to defend, but can I actually defend? Well, first I'll cheat this, then drop this, which is safe. Then Shimocha drops the 3, which makes the 6 fairly safe. And then magic happens. Okay, this was safe too, apparently. Yes, it was. It wasn't? Oh, wait, no! He wasn't. It was the tile right before Riichi. I called Chi on the first turn. I'm completely stupid. Holy shit. Holy crap, I need to be careful. I thought he discarded it right after the Riichi, but it was right before actually. And right after he discarded a tile that I called Chi on. So it, like, this was the reason why he had one less tile in his discards. What a silly mistake. A silly mistake, but it's one that can easily happen if you're not focused on the game. Like, maybe this is the reason why some games used to like, they used to not remove the tiles from the discard, like instead putting them transparent, so to remember where the player called. I'm not much of a fan of this like way of handling things, because it's not what would happen in a real life game. In a real life game, you need to remember when you called, and for example, which tiles have been discarded after Riichi. No one is going to tell you. So yep, a bit of a silly mistake, but it doesn't matter. I'm still in second place, so I'm still not in a dire situation yet. Yeah, that's the key tile for Tanyao, so I'm going to call Chi, drop the 3 and 1, and we should be fine, hopefully. Okay, this one came from his hand. Chi, I mean, this works too. This was the reason why I did not drop the Sunpin before. Chi from Toyman, everyone is opening their hands except Shimocha for now. E-Pin is still safe against Shimocha, so I'm going to keep it. It's the safest one. Okay, I really do not like that. It's an awful it's an awful 3-call Tanyao Doraichi with a shampoo weight. But still, oh, Kan. Of course it doesn't give me a single Dora, but it does give Dora to someone else. Most definitely. And the game is going to be guessing who has 3 new Dora. So it wasn't Shimocha, but he still had Pinfu Sanshoku Doraichi, which is still a huge hand. And now he has quite a considerable lead over me. Almost 10,000 points. But I am Oya, so maybe I will have the chance to overthrow this lead. So we have a fair shape here. A nice pair of Hatsu here. Yep, exactly. This is what I'm hoping for here. Pawn from Kamicha. No pawn, please. Okay. Ishanten. Pawn. I could have gone for a man's in hand, a closed hand. Here, maybe would have been more powerful, but I'm oh yeah, so I don't want to give up on my first deal turn. Sorry, my last deal turn. I want to at least get one win in, which would be 2900s anyway. Bioman is not going to happen here. But 2900 is still pretty fine. Okay, Tenpai. Bien man, 2-5 man. If I could at least get a Tsumo or a hit on Shimocha, it could make it a little easier to catch up to him. But I did not discard a single Manzu, which would make them dangerous. Or maybe I could do this instead? Ah, what a mistake. But it's still just Hakunomi. It just means that I'm not going to be able to catch up to Shimocha easily. I'm going to have to rely on a Tsumo or a direct hit. Lucky for me, he's Oya, so Mangan Tsumo is enough. And I do have a chance to get a Mangan Tsumo with that hand. Tanpin Tsumo Dora with Dichi is Mangan. So, Bien Shanten, just need 2 lucky draws. That's one of them, I Shanten. Come on, Sanzo, Uso. Chiso is fine too, I guess. Suso would be troublesome. I would keep the Tenpai, not call Dichi. Iso would be troublesome too. Come on. Okay. It does open more doors. Now we can hope for the 3, the 5. 4 is a little more... a little happier, I would say. Now... 3, 4, 5. 6 is... it would result in a bad weight. 7 would result in a terrible weight. Here, nothing but the 6th, but there is only 1 left, so it's probably not going to happen. And it would not be that interesting. But we do have... Dama. If Shimochap drops the Aka 5, the red 5, it's going to be barely enough. But I can still try and go for Sanchoku with the 4. Or Pifu with either the 3, 7. Dora. Please be safe. Okay. Hello GH. How is it going? It's not enough. I'm going to skip on it. I'm going to let it go. Yeah, that was a lucky first draw. Unfortunately, did not get an interesting Tenpai here. Yet, at least. But if he drops the Aka Uso now... Chiso would be full Tenchi, yes, I think. Maybe not, actually. I don't know. Okay, this is Dichi, because I have Mangan. And it's a Suji trap. It might work. First, of course, Shimocha defense. If I get a Haneman from anyone, it's a comeback too, which could happen. Come on, Sanzo. 1. Okay, it was safe because of Toyman. Wait, no! I should not have ditched it here. It was 5200s. Dama with the direct hit on Shimocha was just enough, and Sumo would have been enough too. Should have stayed Dama here. Dichi Tanyao Ipe Aka Ura. Okay, Ura is Gakten. No dice. I should have remained Dama. Well, still gives me 8 more points. So I'm at plus 73. Another second place, which makes, well, basically it's pretty much the same as one first place. So now I am one first place away from promoting. So it's still very helpful. Okay, maybe the last one. Maybe the last one as a Master 3 and the last one in Jade Room. Which means I might have to stop the stream to add the 5-minute delay. Oh, very nice high pie. We have 2 red Dora, 1 run, 1 set, 1 Kanchan, 1 Penchan, and a 2-sided weight here. Plus we have a fair shot at a 3-4-5 Sanchoku. So it's a fine high pie. Yes, that's quite useful actually. Both the Enchanted for Itsu or Sanshoku, depending on which tiles I will draw. Celestial is probably not going to happen, but Saint at least, yes. Unfortunately, there is Saint between. So, ooh la la. I'm gonna take the Itsu Shanten here. Yeah, the throne room, yes. Yeah, unfortunately, it hasn't been very fruitful up until now, at least. Those plays in throne room. So I still haven't been able to get any, like, even remotely close to Celestial. Like, the highest I've been as a Saint one was 2003 or 400 points, which is a mere 300 or 400 above the starting amount of points. Leech. I'll call Leech even though it's a terrible weight and not a very good hand. Just in case someone is brave enough to face my Dichi. Yeah, I really feel quite silly for this this mistake from earlier, where I discarded a tile that was supposedly safe because it was discarded right after the Lichi, but it was in fact discarded before the Lichi. And I dealt it to a quite powerful hand. Oh, nom! Thank you, Kamicha. Okay, 1 Ura. Maybe 2 or 3. Okay, 1 Ura. Still Mangan. Nice. This is the first step towards the victory and towards Throne Room. Okay, Pong from Shimocha. Okay. We do have 2 Dora, but it's going to be difficult to complete this hand. Okay, that's a very good draw. Okay, that's another very good draw, but I'm considering... Well, anyway, if I can make use of the tune, I'm going to drop those 2, and if I get... I don't know. Now we better maybe? I don't know. Not too certain. I want to keep it for now. It might be too late. Ooh, Richie from Kami-chan. Now it's most definitely too late. Okay, this is perfectly safe. Okay, Toyman is attacking too. I'm gonna rely on 2 chances, even if it's not a good thing. Oh, had I relied on Tsuji, I would have dealt in that. Diichi Sanshoku Ura, that's a Mangan. Wow. I was considering dropping the Tsuji, but I didn't want to for some reason. Okay, so they're just exchanging 8,000 points between themselves. I'm still the only one at 33. Okay, weird high-pie, lots of pension weights, lots of pairs. It's probably just going to be Chitoi or nothing. I do not have much trust in this hand. He did. He got them from another player, however, so not too worried about it. Okay, 4 pairs now. Gonna drop the 5 first. Gonna go for Chitoi right away. There is no hope in a normal hand with this shape. Completely hopeless. Maybe it's not that hopeless, but I really don't want to go for a normal hand here. I'm E-Shanten for normal hand and Bien-Shanten for Chitoi, but with a Penchan Shampoo and another Penchan, it's not going to be easy to make a normal hand. And even if I do, I don't want to call Diichi. It's much too weak. Yeah, Kami-chan called Diichi first, which is troublesome because I do not have a single safe tile to drop. Well, gonna first try this. Plus he's Oya, so I need to be careful. Eight. It was 1 chance because of the Chiman Anko. But since he got the Tsuji trap earlier, it's a 1 chance, 0 chance, sorry, so yep, so it wasn't him. Okay, this one is safe. Okay, this is going to be safe too. Ho ho ho. 1 Dora in my hand. That is never going to leave my hand. Another Dora in my hand. What the hell? It would be great if I were able to actually win the hand, but I don't think it's possible anyway. Could have been Chitoi Tenpai, but really, I don't really think it would have been good because it would have required me to drop many dangerous tiles, which I wasn't ready to do against the Oya. Cut, uncut. That's not enough Mahjong for today. Understandably so. It's a 1 chance, so it's not safe. This one is safe. But no, you are right. I would have been Tenpai with 4, 4, 8, and 8. or with yeah, just the 8s actually. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, this one is safe. This one is not 100% safe. Gonna drop this uncle here. I love 2. It looks really cool in the discards. It feels like a fuck up, but it kind of isn't because you're aiming for that. Okay, no height at least. Hopefully. Yep. Wow, he had quite a powerful hand for such a quick Dichi. Mentan pin Aka Aka with a 3 and 6. G. Oh. A full Ipeko with 4 pairs. Lots of green tiles, by the way. Okay, let's try something a bit funky here. Come on, Hatsu. Ah, Paso. Someone has a pair of Paso. Ryuiso is impossible now. Maybe with a pair of Hatsu and Rosso, maybe, but it's going to be difficult. Ishanten with very good hand, by the way. So maybe no Ryuiso, but just Tatehon Chitoi or Tatehon Ipe. Okay, no Ryuiso after all. Still gonna take the Tenpai as soon as it shows up. Ooh, that's not Tenpai. That is not Tenpai. That's a very close, but not quite. Hmm. Is there a way to make an interesting weight with the Sanzo Kan? I don't think so. Kemin Tenpai, if I drop this. Should I count? I don't think so. Gonna take Tenpai as is. We are Tenpai for Tatehon Ipe with the Ryauso weight. But we are Ishanten for Suanko. Which will happen. And I would be Furiten. I would be 3-10 if I draw the Nan. I would be waiting on 2, 3, 4, and I have discarded the 3, so I would be 3-10. But I can get Tenpai with the 4 of Sozu. I guess Dama it is. Perhaps I should just have called Khan, by the way. But Dama is fine too, it's a Mangan anyway. It's much it's strong enough. It's strong enough for now. Ah, Dora. It passes, no problem. Holy shit. No Suanko, I guess. I'll keep the Ryamen then. Yeah, of course they're all folding. Maybe not. Ha! He dared discard such dangerous tile. He dared miss my winning tile by a tiny inch. He couldn't. Lom! Tatehon Ipe Mangan! Yep, fully deserved. But I'm guessing he was Tenpai and wanted to keep the Oya seat. Okay, we are inching very close to Saint One now. Well, we're gonna drop this first. We have lots of Sozu once again. Lots of middle tiles overall. Wrecked. Okay, Sozu seem to love me. I don't know why. My favorite suit is the Pinzu, but I can't seem to stop drawing Sozu, which I won't complain about. Ah, maybe I was a bit too greedy here. Should have dropped one of the two dragons. I'm still the Enchanten, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, I keep on drawing Sozu though. Enchanten for Tayo, so I'm going to take it. And the Hatsi is dead anyway. Lots of Sozu in Kamicha's hand, but I keep on drawing Sozu. Is it going to be Chitsu versus Chitsu? I wonder. Okay, the man and this weird shape that can be completed in a plethora of ways. Okay, Ishanten for okay, so I mean Ishanten for Tayao Tatechin Doradora with probably Pinfu and Ipeko somewhere, which could lead to either Oya Sanbaiman or Kazoyakuman. Should I pawn here? It's Baiman, I guess. So yeah, Baiman is fine. It's a three-sided weight. Guaranteed Baiman. Bien Uso Chiso. Cheats the tile efficiency. Yeah, it's actually really rare to have such a wide cheats tile like shape, accepting pretty much every single Sozu tiles to get Tenpai. I'll try to get back to that previous hand just to see how many tiles could have put me to Tenpai, because I for sure could not have read that at that moment. But my guess was that all of the Sozu would have put me to Senpai. But I'm also guessing that Kamicha has lots of Sozu actually, so it's probably not going to be easy to score a win here. And yes, you were right indeed, it's a Baiman. Baiman would put an end to the game if I got a win of Kamicha or Shimocha, but not of Toyman, in fact. But the game would be just as good as won, to be honest. Nope. Yes, it's 24k, so he would be at just 0, which would make the game... I mean, it wouldn't end the game, unfortunately. Because the game doesn't end if someone has exactly 0 points. He will be hanging on for dear life, but it would not end the game. Come on! And we did it! GG easy! Cheats Tayao Dorani 24000 Baiman! And we finally promoted to Saint 1 again. And once again with a hand, like another worldly hand. That's the second time Okay, that's the 5th time I've gone up to Saint 1 actually. So I demoted 4 times before. And it's the 2nd time I've promoted to Saint 1 with a Baiman, an Oya Baiman actually. The first time I got a Lichi, Pats Tanyao, Sanshoku Ipeko, Doradora or something like that. And this time I got a Cheats Tanyao, Doradora, so another otherworldly hand, and there it is! Well, it was tiresome, but we got there. So what we are going to do, I think, is we are going to play in Throne Room, but it means that I'm going to have to put the 5-minute delay back on, which means there will be a 5-minute pause for you guys. Probably a bit longer because I will do some stuff in the meantime. So I would say 10 to 15 minutes of break time. So 5 less for me because I will put the 5-minute delay back on. And it will be a bit more delicate to interact with you guys because I will have to type messages in at the same time as I will be playing. But I will still try to do it. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. So, yep. I'm going to halt the stream now. I will be back in a few minutes. See you guys in a little while.